For years, people have searched for the Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot, and a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
I still search for that.
Do you?
Well, do these things really exist? Our next guests don't know about Nessie or the gold, but they do believe in Bigfoot. They know it sounds crazy, but they are determined to find them. Welcome Bigfoot investigators Amy Bue and Dave Groves. They're here in Pittsburgh this weekend for the Allegheny Outdoor Sport Show. And welcome to both of you.
Thank you.
And you know, people probably initially are very skeptical, right?
Yes.
But when you start talking to them, do you draw them in? Do you win them over?
I try to. I'm skeptical. I think we both are about certain things. Dave got to see something up close. I saw something from very far away that got me interested in this.
I see.
But yeah, like I've talked to the Audubon Society and different people outside of Bigfoot groups, and they really get interested.
Dave, what did you see? Explain what you saw.
The only thing I could say I saw was a Bigfoot. I was not into Bigfoot, didn't care about the subject, didn't follow it, and this was in 2010.
Where?
In the Allegheny National Forest, about 10 miles northeast of Marionville, PA. And I was up there riding the ATV trails with my buddy on the way back north, headed back to the trailhead, pulled over and just slung my leg over my ATV, and this is in a matter of seconds. Rocks started hitting the ATV, and you know, for a second you're like, rocks hit your ATV when you're riding, but I'm parked, and I turned to the right as I saw something out of the right side of my eye, and as my eye got over, this thing stood straight up. And I want to tell you, you know, as a hunter, you think bear, you think ghillie suit. This was 90 feet away, and an estimated 90 feet away in grass along that forest line. I had to drive right by it.
So what did you do?
Froze. I mean, to be honest, I actually had a handgun, and you know, we all carry handguns when you're out in the woods, you never know. And my cell phone camera in my fender bag, and it never crossed my mind. And now I wonder if I was wearing that GoPro helmet, you know. But I'm not out to, I don't think a lot of us, we don't go out for the film anymore. It's a protection thing, because these things, they do exist, and how they've hidden and how we've not known, it just blows me away. But this thing stood straight up, and we just stared. And yeah, an artist actually did a rendition.
So you
this is a witness recreation. Yeah.
Okay. She's a sketch artist.
It was a little darker in the face, but she lightened it up for a home. I had a frame put around this, but I took it out of the frame for here. But yeah, it bent its arm, and the one thing that I've asked a lot of other witnesses if they noticed the arm length, because I thought something broke because the elbow wasn't in the right place. The bottom part of the arm was a lot longer, and they've said that's what they see, you know, in full adults. So I wasn't looking to see if it was male or female. I didn't know anything about Bigfoot at the time. I just knew it was something I didn't never see in the woods or know.
Wow.
So it's 15 seconds, and it stepped backwards, and that was it. I was gone. I was out of there. It occurred to me.
You didn't hang around.
Right.
No.
Right.
Amy, what was your encounter? You were farther away.
Yeah, I was in a car going over a bridge in Mahoning County, Ohio, which is crazy, like Bigfoot, right? But it was about 100 yards away. So even to this day, I'm not sure what I saw. You can't get back in there because it's illegal. It's a city's water supply. But it's what got me started on this. And since then, like about 6 years later, I saw something through a thermal imaging camera that I can't explain. But most of the time when we go out there, not a lot really happens, you know.
Well, tell us about this cast that you have here. What is this?
This one I brought with me. This is like I think a third generation of a Patterson-Gimlin cast from that famous footage out in Bluff Creek, California from 1967, you know, when the Bigfoot's walking, you know, looks back. And this is one of the prints that they got afterwards. And there were several. There was a whole trackway they got. And so you can cast these. If we find something in the forest, we cast these. You could put silicone around it and make new ones.
So why do you think that we haven't found skeletons or some sort of remains or something else to really have that concrete?
That's our biggest question. And I actually head up a group called Project Zoo Book. And I work with primatologists, biologists, anthropologists, and there's a lot of science going on in Bigfooting that people don't know about, and we talk about that with people. Just the weather, the soils, the possums, you know, can eat bones. If these creatures exist, then there probably isn't that big of a population. You would need a breeding population, but if you really think about it, you don't find a bear carcass out in the woods very often. And so I always point people toward the Cross River gorillas, the billy apes over in Africa, because it took a long time for those to be discovered by Westerners. The natives always talked about them, though.
Yeah, you mentioned the ghillie suit before. Your friend Scott is in the ghillie suit this morning.
Steve, but
Steve,
yes.
oh,
Yes,
Steve,
that's okay.
I knew it was an S. I screwed it up.
That's all right.
But so a ghillie suit is something that sometimes is mistaken for Bigfoot, but it's something what? Explain what it is.
Hunters wear it so they can get close to game, or game will get close to them. To me, that's the first question I was asked too. You sure it wasn't a man in a ghillie suit? I know what I was looking at, and I wore ghillie suits in the military and as a hunter, and ghillie suits are brush. They look like a bush to me. You can't see the arm separation unless a hunter's walking. From a distance, I think that's what people confuse them. A hunter walking in the woods, they can see the arm separation.
Right.
And
The hair is different, yeah.
we
And a
know there's
hunter
probably
would,
misidentification a lot.
Yeah.
Right.
We know that.
We think so, yeah.
and a hunter would not be wearing the mask.
So that's
That's
good for
that's
us
for
than
effect
anything.
for us, yeah.
They would be risking their lives, I think.
So you guys are actually local to the area, but you're staying local this weekend specifically for the Allegheny Outdoor Show.
Yes.
Correct.
Very excited to be there. I think we're the first Bigfoot
Yes.
group that's there.
Yeah, it'll be interesting amongst professional hunters, and because we know that first question. I've hunted all my life, and I did too until 2010, and never ever thought to look, never had a reason to think they lived in the woods.
Really interesting. I'm going to keep my eyes open now. Not that I'm out in the woods very often.
But if you are,
You
keep
can come
them
with
open.
me.
That's the big thing. You got to get into the woods.
Gotta
You know,
get
a lot of
in.
people
We have
don't.
fun. We have fun camping.
I think a lot of people are going to be stopping by to talk to you guys.
Great.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. You can come meet Bigfoot investigators, see the Wild World of Animals show, try your luck at the Trout Pond or Gold Panning, and see everything you need for camping, hiking, hunting, and so much more at the 34th Annual Allegheny Outdoor Sport Show, opening at the Monroeville Convention Center today through Sunday. Get more details on hours, exhibitors, and tickets at k2ka.com/PTL.